nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lord Exsus, and welcome to the first proper episode of Metal Gear Solid for the Sony PlayStation. I have done a previous episode that was just the briefing and the story build-up materials for this game. Now we're about to get in and play one of the greatest stealth action games that has ever existed. So let's do this thing. We're going to go to new game, and we're going to play it on normal difficulty level.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay guys, and you heard Colonel Campbell, we're in the game now. So, we can absolutely outwait the elevator to come back down. I'm going to try and snap some necks while I'm down here. It's been a couple of years since I've even played this game, so I'm going to be rusty. So I have to warn you about that. There we go. I want these rations on quick select. So there's a guy over there. I'm just going to wait for him to turn a little bit. There you go. You can go back. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to be a little bit rusty, guys, and may get caught out here. One of the problems with snapping necks is, the best thing about that is, the bodies don't hang around in this game, so when they fall to the floor, they will disappear, drop items. So there won't be a trail as such. The problem being is, if you run slightly too fast, or you're still holding the directional button whilst pressing the square button, you will in fact throw them. And they won't be stunned, they'll get back up and the alert goes off and then you've got loads of shit to deal with. So, but all of our buttons are the same as they ever were. We're going to wait for one of these guys to come back round. Hopefully the one that stays in the middle that comes back down here won't turn in this direction. I cannot actually remember their pattern. Do not come this way, sir. Don't do it. That's the way. I'll wait for your friend to come this way. Well, he's going to turn around and fuck off. And I'm going to snap his neck, hopefully. And you're going to look the other way. Ah, still got alerted. Son of a bitch. You get on the floor. Get back up. Ah. So, neck breaking is a thing. So they're both dead. I don't know if there's a third one here. I must have just stepped through his cone of vision. Okay, so they're both gone. Unfortunately, I didn't want to get the alert. It doesn't, if I remember rightly, it doesn't affect the end game. Not in this. Oh, and we've got the third one. So the elevator's back down. We don't have to kill this guy at all. We can just let him walk about, wondering where his friends are. We can only hold 2 rations at the moment as well. I believe that changes as the game goes on. There is a third one over there. We're just going to see where this guy comes out. Depending on whether or not he annoys me or... Oh, I never noticed that little detail in the original game. Some little rats on the floor there. That's pretty fucking cool. Okay. Okay. Where are we going? Where's this guy going? So I've already killed 2 guys. There he is. Is he going to come? Oh, you heard me. What was that noise? That's it, you fall around. Well, you're pretty speedy. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait here. You see nothing. That's right. There's no one here. I don't actually need to be waiting here. I just wanted to see what that box was. It is in fact a ration. So I can actually just go, laters, bitch. Okay, and that's how you do the beginning part. Ideally without setting off the alarm, but the 2 guards are easy.
Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Okay guys, so we're back in control after those very nice, informative and long codex bits, and we can see from that that Solid Snake himself is a smooth talker. 2 women, not just one. He told Mei Ling that he'd like to get to know her better, but on top of that, Dr. Naomi Hunter stated that she wouldn't mind letting him do a strip search on her if he gets back in one piece. So that's a thing that you've all now got in your minds. Of course. Okay, let's have a look around here. Now, hopefully, this won't get too messy. But again, it's been a couple of years, guys, so, right. I need to take out this first guard. I don't need to take out the first guard, because to be fair, I should be going to the left. There's a truck over there where I really should get the SOCOM pistol, because we are defenseless right now. We will get it later regardless, but hopefully I can just let this guard come to us, let him go around on his job, on his duties, and I can snap his neck appropriately.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
Not mine. Ah, there we go. Beautiful. That was actually very dodgy to begin with. Okay, so let's look at what else there is. So there's a guard up there. He's not going to be able to see us from here. And I know what you're thinking. These graphics are goddamn amazing, Exsus. And for the time on the PlayStation 1, they really, really were. Can't pick up that ration. There is a camera there as well. Now, I believe in the middle of this, there is some chaff grenades. Don't know when I'm going to be able to get them. I think I have to go from the side. I think I have to go from here. Come on. Yes. Like so. Okay, beautiful. What have we got here then? There's a security camera in the building to my left. You can see that on the top right on the mini-map. I can't remember what's in there. I'm not really bothered too much about that. There's a camera there. I want to get in the back of here, because in the back here is the SOCOM pistol. Oh, there we go. So I was pressing the wrong button to take off. I don't want to use it right now, and I can't remember what button is fire, so I'm quite worried that I'll press square by accident and then end up shooting something and everyone will hear it, so we'll leave that for now. Now I've got to take my time with this one, because again, I can't remember what's in here.
A surveillance camera?
Oh, now you're gonna. That's the time to say that line and then just stop, possibly in its path. So right, surveillance cameras have a blind spot directly beneath them, so we're safe here. But where we might not be safe is over there. Now, I can't remember how we get to that. Oh, of course, the chaff grenade. So take one of these, throw it out, and then go back to nothing. And there you go. In which case, we get stun grenades. Awesome, awesome. Also, our radon, the Soliton radar is jammed. Or the Soliton radar, I think that's what they call it. Doesn't last for very long, as you can see. We're back up and running now. No one heard that go off as well. So now I'm going to make my way to the entry point I like to go to, which I like to go through the top air duct. So this camera's going to swing back. I'm just going to let its field of view go back. I'm sitting just outside of it right about now. Okay. Look at that guy, right there. I'm going to try and break his neck as well, if possible. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Ooh. Nasty. Ah, dick. Ah, more of them. Where did that other guy come from? Motherfucker. I'm outie. Ah, okay, so I fucked that well and truly. Really wish I hadn't done that. Forgot that he turned around at the last minute, but we're in. Fortunately, with my limited lifespan as well, I actually have fuck all life left now and only 2 rations. So that sucked. That absolutely sucked. That was a poor performance, Exsus. I do apologise, guys. Okay, let's talk to these guys. Wrong button.
Snake, when you enter a narrow space, you'll automatically go into intrusion mode. Press up on the directional button to go forward, and down to retreat backwards. You can also press right or left to face either direction. Advance while hiding yourself, pay attention to the enemy's actions, and make sure you're not discovered.
But be careful. You can't attack while you're in intrusion mode either.
And even if you go into intrusion mode while you're being chased, the enemy's grenades will still follow you. Snake, first you've got to find the DARPA chief. Look for clues.
Okay, good to know. So the first thing we should do while we're in here, let's talk to Mei Ling. That was 140.96, was it not?
Sorry, the Soliton radar won't work in a narrow space. Too much harmonic resonance. The radio waves produce interference, and we can't analyze the topographic data. Try to hang on until you get to a more open space, okay?
That's absolutely fine, Mei Ling. I want to save anyway. I'm going to choose memory card 1, and we're going to choose a new save file. Tank hanger, awesome.
Don't give up, Snake.
I didn't intend to. So the only 2 people we have right now are Mei Ling and Campbell. So that's the thing. Okay, moving on.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Okay, so that was a forced codec message. We now have what we call the Master, or what Snake calls the Master, or Master McDonald Miller. He's been living out here in Alaska for some time, and he decided to get hold of us and let us know that if we have any questions, we can contact him, and we will do that in time. Okay, so that's the interior of the facility that we're going to be getting into. I'm going to get in there in a minute. So I'm keeping the rations equipped to the L-bar here. They will, we can press circle while the menu is open to restore our life. I believe when you get down to no life, they automatically restore. At least I think that's the case in this original game, as well as the others that came before it. Sorry, after it.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
Okay, so that was quite interesting, and that's something that probably did boggle my mind when I first played this when I was God knows how many years old, because I've probably done exactly the same, probably killed 3 people myself, and when they said he's using stealth, well, I'm sneaking in here being all stealthy as shit. But as Snake just suggested, there's an intruder in here besides him, because stealth is a type of technology in this, not a way of sneaking around, although they are both given that name. But yes, it's a type of technology that makes you invisible, almost invisible, leave only a shimmer, like the reflection of water, but moving about. So yeah, it's stealth camo technology, so that's a thing. Sneaky, sneaky. Whatever that room is, it has a camera in. Maybe some time for some more chaff. Okay, there's a room in there as well. Can't see much in there though.
Press the action button to drop down.
That was a really short message just to tell me that, Campbell. I don't want to drop down just yet. I want to go over here. What is this? This is a ration. We can only hold 2, so what we're going to do is consume that ration and get full life back, and then come and pick this one up, of course. Okay. Okay, so before we drop down, also, there's a camera right there, god damn it. But we know about this anyway. What we're going to do is we're going to save with mailing one more time.
Sorry, the Soliton radar won't work in a narrow space.
Yeah, we've already been informed of this, mailing. We don't have the memory of a sieve. Thank you, sweetheart.
Don't give up, Snake.
Solid Snake never does. Okay. And here we go.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Ah, another chaff grenade. And thank you very much, very, very much, Colonel. I will. Okay, we sneak past that first one. Awesome, awesome things. The guys down there can't see us, which is a limitation of the time's technology in comparison with the remake of this game, which was remade on the GameCube. That is Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. Very, very good game. You basically used a variant of the engine from Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty, but for this game, this campaign, this scenario, and you could actually go into first person and aim up and down and kill people from here, and they could see you from here. It's actually a very good game. Okay, we're gonna throw a chaff grenade in here because I wanna see what's in there, item wise. Awesome. Thermal goggles. See, I can't remember where everything is and what everything is, so I'm gonna be doing some. There's gonna be some backtracking anyway. I'm going to crawl like this, because the one thing they can do, they can't see you, but they can hear you. There's one more camera, so I need to observe their movements. So I can get myself up to where this door edge is. without the camera seeing me. Like so. Okay, so I need to shift around these two guards and activate the elevator. I'm going to pick this up while I'm here. And quickly, very quickly get in here. Jesus Christ, game. You give me a heart attack. Go down to B1. I can't remember if I'm going to be on B1 or B2, but yeah. Yeah, I think we're good here.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Okay, so Mei Ling's not wrong. We can see a green dot through here. And if we lean against this wall, we can actually see the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson. So that's one thing. We can't get through here. We haven't got a security card for this door. Also, importantly, before anyone absolutely screams at me, I'm pretty sure there was 1 or 2 extra rooms off the side in the tank hangar room I was just in. On the bottom floor, there's probably another one with a security camera with something or other in there. Yes, I didn't get it, whatever it was this time. My memory is a little fuzzy. It has been a while. So, please forgive me. I'll try and get whatever it is on the way back.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
Yeah, you've made that clear several times before, sir. Before we go up here, we're just going to call Mei Ling again, because I know there's a cutscene and some involvement, and I don't know if we're led straight into another particular scene where, in fact, we may end up in some trouble. So, we're going to call Mei Ling.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
I will, Mei Ling. Please calm down. I saw that cheeky wink you gave me when you said call you anytime I need as well. And believe me, Solid Snake will.
Come on, Snake, you can do it.
I actually remember being, again, like 14, 15 years old or whatever when this game came out. And actually, I was probably younger than that. And the codename Solid Snake, for years in the playground, it was the biggest piss take because, of course, it was all about it being like a sexual thing. Now you can actually play, in this day and age, being a fully grown man, you can play a Metal Gear Solid game and mention the name Solid Snake, and everyone keeps a straight face. It's absolutely amazing. It's actually spectacular. Anyway, moving on. Let's move forward. Okay, since the Soliton radar doesn't work in this space, we have no way of knowing which way to go. I think I'm going to be going straight ahead, but I want to go in this direction because there's some ammo or something. I can't remember how you look down. I always thought there was a way, but I can't actually remember. Unless it looks down automatically in this first game. I can't remember. And since I don't have the benefit of SOCOM bullets, I'll have them. I don't have the benefit of having analog sticks, so I can't just do it myself. That is just the pause button. Ah, there you go. You hold triangle. You hold triangle and have a look around. Okay, so That's a sentry's room. There's some ammunition down there, of course. And I remember playing this for the first time on PlayStation and thinking the graphics were absolutely amazing. Hello, who are you?
Kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
Okay, and that is our first encounter with a character that becomes not only synonymous but legendary in the Metal Gear Solid games. Kind of similar to bit characters in Final Fantasy games, people that return again and again but aren't main characters. That guy is one of those characters. His name is Johnny. And he ends up becoming relatively popular as the series goes on, and kind of moderately important at a certain point. So that's Johnny. We're going to find out more about Johnny in a little while. He's going to have some bad luck.
Is that a woman? Not me.
That is a woman. That is in fact Meryl. I don't know whether we get anything from Campbell about this.
It looks like the chief is being held in a cell. Find some way to get in there. Hurry up and get him out.
No, we don't. Of course, we had no way of knowing at this point that it was Meryl.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
I will, and luckily I pressed enough buttons to know what first-person view mode is, and it's triangle and hold down.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros, They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you. The Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Okay, and we found Donald Anderson, the DARPA chief, and he died of what they said is a heart attack. Very, very suspicious, and Snake is a smart man, and he does not believe that. That was quite an epic scene as well. He gave us his PAN card as well, which will open level 1 doors. And we had a little bit of commotion outside just now, and the guards walked past, so we're going to have to deal with something momentarily. And our door is now open, but the DARPA chief is most definitely dead. Here in this gritty cell, after telling us that the terrorists will in fact launch a nuclear warhead. So yeah, that's the thing. That is what is happening, but we're going to go out here and see what the hell's going on.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here!
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
Okay, and this is where we've got to shoot the living shit out of everything in here because Meryl's useless. Like so.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie!
I'm telling you, shoot!
Okay, so again, this is fairly straightforward. Oh, watch out for the grenades, like so. Meryl, shoot that guy. Thanking you. I'll just pick up the rations. You're going to have to deal with it. Ah, brilliant. All done.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you?
You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Okay, guys, that was an interesting under siege moment from for us and Meryl there in the in this room here. I'm just gonna have a little look around. This is poor Johnny. Meryl kicked the living shit out of poor Johnny. His genitalia is in fact censored, which is amazing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because rendering that in the high-def graphics of the Sony PlayStation 1 would have been too much for my tiny little brain. We'll get some SOCOM bullets. Easy enough to reload, just putting them on. Let's have a little look in here. And 12 more SOCOM bullets, so we're nearly back up to 4. We now have 24 out of 25 current capacity. Johnny, buddy, we're just gonna... I mean, look at that. That's fucking disgusting. How dare you display this smut on your YouTube channel, Lord Exsus. Yeah, so poor Johnny's had the living shit battered out of him, but he survived that hail of bullets from the soldiers here in this facility on Shadow Moses Island. More importantly, right at the end there, Snake, other than getting shot at by what we know is Meryl, but he does not know yet, had some sort of vision, some sort of flashback or something along those lines of Psycho Mantis, Liquid Snake, and Revolver Ocelot in a room somewhere talking about how they have no access to the detonation codes and how they killed a man. And then it cut forward back to here, and we saw the image of Psycho Mantis, and he said, "Good girl," just like that, which of course would suggest he in fact was controlling Meryl at that point in time, which is interesting, which is also interesting. And of course the DARPA chief Donald Anderson has just gone and died on us, but he has told us a way to stop the terrorists, stop Liquid Snake and the terrorists launching the nuclear weapon. But worse than that, he's told us that here on Shadow Moses Island, the Americans, along with DARPA and the Arms Tech, a private military company, have been creating the next generation of bipedal walking nuclear battle tank known as Metal Gear Rex. The next generation of the Metal Gear machines that Snake fought before he was known as Solid Snake, when he was just known as Snake, in Metal Gear 1 and 2 games that precede this game. So Snake's had run-ins with these before. So lots of drama, lots of good stuff happening. And with those revelations, I am going to leave this episode here, guys, because we are nearly an hour in and we're running out of time. We haven't got that far, but this game isn't that long, really. It's probably about sort of 7-ish hours if I do absolutely everything and I absolutely explore and listen to every line of dialogue, which I intend to. I do love this game. So I derped up a little bit. We got the warning thing happen there at the beginning. I got shot to shit before I got into the facility, which was sucky. I totally didn't know that guy was going to turn around, or I had forgotten. I wanted to explore there a little bit more, because I think if you run further down to the end past the vent, there's like some ammo or something right down the end of that top part of the outside of the facility. There's something there. I know there's something there. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, I got everything else, and you know, on level 1, because this is basement level 1. Up on level 1, there is definitely another room. Whether it has a security camera or not, I can't remember. But there's something in that room. Might be more chaff grenades, more stun grenades. There's something there. There's something there. I just can't remember what it is. But we need to go down to basement 2. We need to find a way to make our way to the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker. That is our next port of call. We need to find a way there. But we have level 1 PAN card now, so we can access and get through level 1 security doors. Some more doors are open to us. So that's what we'll be doing in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, as of now, I'm leaving it here. I hope you've enjoyed watching this, because I have fucking enjoyed playing this. I love Metal Gear Solid. Again, it's one of the games that defined the PlayStation generation for me, the 32-bit generation. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, because I've definitely enjoyed playing it. As usual, I have been Lord Exsus, and I'll see you guys in the next video. In a bit!